Constitution is supreme law. And what we mean by that is that it's the highest law in Canada. All other laws have to be in alignment with the Constitution. If it contradicts the Constitution, we'll talk about what happens there. Okay, so Constitution Act. Remember, this was this first one. The second one is the Act of 1982 with the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. So the rights that you have in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms fall into one of these categories here. Freedom of expression. It's commonly referred to as free speech because that's the American Constitution. In Canada, you have freedom of expression. It's a bit more overarching. It doesn't pertain just to speech, of course. You have the right to vote, to be in a democratic society, to move wherever you want to move and practice whatever religion you want to practice, to not be discriminated against on protected grounds, so race, gender, age, and among many, many other lovely things that we take for granted living in a democratic society. What you should know about charter rights is that it only applies if you are complaining about the government. You are protected from the government telling you how to be, how to live. You are not protected from other people having policies and rules around the way that you conduct yourself. So while we have all of these rights, Section 1 of the Charter says that this is subject to reasonable limits. Section 7 says, I have the right to life, liberty, and security of the person. So that essentially means I have the right to freedom. But if I break the law, I can be put in jail. Another situation here is a search warrant. So you have the right to privacy, property, liberty, all of those things. But if you have reasonable grounds to get a warrant from a judge, then a police officer can walk into your house and take your laptop and your phone and search your house under whatever conditions they have. So there are situations where we as a society agree it's okay for the government to come and infringe upon your rights, but only in limited situations where it can be justified under a free and democratic society. Section 33 can also allow Parliament to enforce a law even though it violates the Charter. We saw that happen a lot during COVID, where restaurants were closed. Their right to run a business was taken away, which was an infringement on their charter rights. However, under Section 33, Parliament could say, we're still enforcing these regulations even though they infringe on your charter rights because there's a higher public safety here. And so it's always a time for a lot of controversy and media and politics in those situations. These are just definitions. Again, I won't read out to you, but these are the things that can happen when a law is found to be in violation of the Constitution. We can strike down the law altogether. We can strike down a part of the law. We can rewrite something else. We could do nothing and kick it back to the legislature to rewrite. A lot of things can happen. And so, thank you for your attention today. Appreciate all of you. I will see you on Tuesday.